Hey guys, welcome back to the Lotus SMP. It's my episode 6. And yeah, I've decided to start in here and just show off this tiny change I've made. This is so inconsequential, but I made this my mini block storage. And I did have chiseled bookshelves here, and I can't think of what books I would fit in there. So yeah, I've just expanded this. It was starting to fill up with stuff, so yeah, anyway, I've barely used them yet as well, but today we're getting the farm built. We're pretty much going to get straight into it. Oh, this is the thing I was going to talk about at the start. I have now increased the price of my my quartz in my shop, in the shopping district, but these are the first week's takings. 1 diamond per stack. So maybe now no one needs quartz anymore, because I sold quite a lot of quartz. And then I've got this little ledger, so I can keep track of my profits. And yeah, no one wants any individual bricks or any pots at the moment. But maybe that'll change as more people start to move out of places like the camp and go and start off their bases and stuff. But yeah, let's see what else. Is there any new stuff? Oh, I swapped out the sort of the remaining crops out here. It's all wheat now, because I needed more wheat for mud bricks and packed mud and stuff. Because as well as the farm, I would like to get some of these paths put in. So yeah, the farm, it's ready to go. I've got all my materials pre-arranged here, and this is like going to be the last part of my like villager trading infrastructure, where this is going to be an automated melon pumpkin farm. Then I've got farmer villagers in here in the windmill. Sell the stuff for emeralds. Then I come over here to the masons, and yeah, I just restock. I restock my shop from here. Yeah, let's just get to it, shall we? I'm ready to tear all this stuff down. So yeah, I guess let's just get to it, and then when I'm done, we'll do a little walkthrough. Okay, I say we're done. This has been done for a couple of days in real life. Just was unexpectedly busy. And yeah, let's do a quick walkthrough. I've done a couple of extra things. Mainly put these mini blocks in over here. I had to fix the melon side of this thing. I left this to run for like most of the rest of the day after I finished building it, It's been, yeah, a couple of days now. The pumpkin side is working fine, but the melon side, fixing the sort of the redstone-y bit here, which basically is just the auto crafter crafting the melon slices. I didn't realize some bits of rail and sticks and whatever, I can't remember what it was, just some extra stuff that wasn't melon slices made it into here. And so most of the first like 6 hours of me running this thing, it was just basically I came in and there was just melon slices sitting on sitting up here, not being collected, kind of like this, which makes me wonder, is the minecart moving? It is. Okay. Is this stuff not getting picked up? Am I crazy? Nope, this stuff's just actually not being picked up. Why is that? Oh, it's full and it's not emptying. What's that about? I don't have much of it emptying, but oh, it is emptying. It just can't empty fast enough. Yeah, can you tell that I designed this myself? I didn't follow a guide. Let's do this. Yeah, I also had a problem with somehow it putting too, I don't know if it was a lag issue or something, but it was just, there was multiple stacks of melon slices in here. It was filling up faster than it could. I think it was because of the overflow when it wasn't actually crafting anything, so there's foreign objects in here. Basically, this just filled up like 64 slices in each one, so nothing could enter it, and then it wouldn't like trigger the crafting of the melons. But yeah, it is at least working somewhat. I need to fix it. Can I free cam in here? Just barely. Yeah, just ugly redstone everywhere. Fitting in as much as I could to kind of just, yeah, maximize the space. So I quite like how I've styled this one. It doesn't seem like it so far because I've only built a couple of buildings otherwise. But in my sort of my creative world where I was designing all these buildings, this wasn't like the third or fourth build that I made. So I've got a couple more that I designed before this, which they all follow this progression. It's the stone and the turf on the bottom, quartz, oak, and then the mangrove roof. Whereas here, I've got stone going straight into oak, and then I've got this like accent section, which is the quartz section. And yeah, by the time I got to this building, I was kind of sick. Everything was just looking really samey, being all the same turf into quartz into oak. So yeah, I quite like how I've got that other bit that I've done as well. I just remembered. But yeah, so I like how this one's turned out. And then because it's a farmhouse, this is meant to be kind of like a, I don't know, if you... there we go. What is this? Why is it stuck on? That's another thing I need to figure out. But yeah, I guess this would be like maybe a barn or something, I don't know. Or you would store stuff in here, so we've got a big door on here. I just like this little corner, this little courtyard thing here that we've got going on. And we've got some bushes here. This will lead to all the wheat fields and stuff when I get around to that. Any other details, really? Not. I don't think there is anything super special. This back wall here just felt a bit flat, so I added a little bit here. And it kind of mirrors the front a bit, but I didn't want to put windows on here because, like, this isn't the focal point of the building, so no one will really see it. Oh, I've snuck in another little mini block here. We'll get to this in a second. But, yeah. That bit on the back is meant to mirror this bit, but I didn't put the wood frames on. And then on the roof, we do have a little bit of leafage to kind of break up the big mass of red, snuck in a little window in the roof of this one. Oh, and then yeah, here I've got the design that I'll probably use for lampposts around the village. So yeah, once we get the paths in and stuff, which I'm planning to start at least in this episode, we can start getting rid of some of this torch spam and we can stick some of these around. So yeah, I've also moved the stuff out of the middle. So I've got tons of seeds that I saved up, ready to make all the farmland over here. But I also moved the cows over. So yeah, here's a couple of clips of me clearing the area in the middle, cutting out this big circle, which I'll talk more about in a second. But then also, here's me sort of making this little pond area. So yeah, I've just noticed actually there's some leftover birch leaves over here. Let's just get rid of these. We do have fast leaf decay on the server, which I've never played with before, but honestly, now that I've got it, now that I've got used to it, I feel like I can't go back. But yeah, let's have a closer look at this. So this is kind of primarily inspired by a Good Times with Scar video recently, where he was sort of like terraforming the area around his base, like the rivers and stuff. He used a ton of mud to like line the shores of his river, and it just looked so good, and I just thought let me try and do something like that. So I borrowed his block palette, kind of. I haven't gone as heavy on the like blackstone and deep slate and stuff as he did, but I have snuck in a couple of these like bulrushes, which is quite cool. I've seen this done for years now, I guess, since they added candles, but I've never really done it myself, I don't think. So yeah, I've got that in here as well. I've got one of my 2 lily pads that Slip gave me, like first week or second week of the server, in one of his little presents that he left at the base. And then you've got some mini drip leaves. I could probably go a bit more heavy on the foliage, like in the water, but yeah, this is just what I had to hand for the time being, basically. And then it's kind of subtle, but there is some sort of more slabs and stuff in the water to kind of make some of these slopes and things a bit more gradual. Yeah, I'm not sure how effective it is, but this works. It worked way better in Scar's video because it was like a river and it's as big a scale, so he could do more of like an incline coming out of the water, so he had multiple levels of dirt and slabs and stuff to work with. Not dirt, mud. Yeah, but yeah, so I've just put some coarse dirt around here to transition into the grass, and a bit of moss to show that it's wet around here. Then I've done this like fallen log thing. Am I the only one? I'm the only one on, so I should sleep. And then yeah, just some sugarcane and some bamboo that I've put some string on to stop it growing. Varying heights, just to change the profile stuff. And then I didn't want to do walls and fences necessarily, like all the way around. So I've done this in my solo world a bunch, I think, where I'll do the straight bits with walls, and then any curves or corners, I'll try and do with bushes. And yeah, because like walls on a curve looks kind of gross. But yeah, just the bushes can make it a bit more organic shaped as well as more organic. Because this is like a pen for the cows to be in, I've got all these like piles of hay. And I've stuck some of it in the ground as well to make it look like maybe some of it's fallen off and it's being eaten. Like the hay bale has fallen apart and whatnot. Anyway, the other bit then is the center of the village over here. Currently I'm aging some copper trapdoors because I need a couple for new recipes. Is this the solution to the copper trapdoors being so expensive in the snapshots? Is this really how to solve this issue? Now we have to age trapdoors. I don't know. I think I was talking to Morg, and I think it was him that said, "Oh, I don't want that one back yet." They should have kept the recipe the same. Still use full copper blocks to make them, but you just get more of them. Like it scales up to how many you would expect to get from like six planks or whatever for regular wooden trapdoors. Let's smooth this out a little bit. But yeah, I've got something of a design for this bit, so I'm just waiting for these trapdoors to be done. I only need 4, and I just picked up 9, so I'm ready to go on this bit. Yeah, and then I've carved out this area over here. So at the very least, I want to maintain... Ooh, I forgot there's ores here I need to mine. At the very least, I want to maintain this slope. Before I get onto this bit, some stuff... As I say, it's been a couple of days since I did the farmhouse build. But there's a couple of things that have happened in the interim. So, here's one thing. Can you see it? So, Cobb's been going around the server and leaving these little mini armor stand versions of himself everywhere. This is so cool. I love this so much. This is like might be my favorite little joke thing that people have been doing on the server. In fact, let's go. I know where a couple more are. So let's go have a look. While I'm on my way to the next one I know about, actually. Yeah, the little cob statues are made with the armor stand mod. And likewise is this fire. We were all hanging out, kind of pestering Morg while he was doing his base build. But we were messing around with armor stands. And while Cobb was doing his little mini armor stand stuff, Spidey was trying to figure out how to get an armor stand to burn and not destroy itself. So I think... Am I able to see it? No, but basically, there's an armor stand here, on fire, in some lava, I think. This is how we did it when we were hanging out. Can't see it at the moment. But then it was also touching a water block, a water source block. So then, the newest version of the armor stand mod, you can make the armor stand bigger, not just smaller. So this is a scaled up fire, like on a burning armor stand. And then he's got these little campfires in here as well, so we can still hear it burning and we get the smoke and stuff. It's so clever. I think this looks really good. This isn't even as big as the fire can get, I don't think, which is crazy. But we do have the campfire for the campers now. Anyway, the next one I know about is in Maddie's base. I hope she doesn't mind if I just pop in real quick. I just saw this in her video. There's Cobb hanging out on the sofa. Okay, the next ones I know about are a decent distance away, so let me just sleep before I go through the nether, and hopefully not die in the nether. There are plans for a nether hub, and hopefully they get acted on soon, because it's such a death trap in here. And there's too many piglins. I don't know exactly where I'm going when I get over here. It's difficult to see. But is it under here? Oh, here we go. Oh, I might have just actually nailed it. Once I find this nether portal, you'll see why I find it difficult to find. No, it's this way. There we go. Oh, it's clear. It's been cleared. I'm pretty sure. It's visible now from afar. Okay, so this is Morg's base, and yeah, I came over because I provided him some nether. What's it called? Nether wart. And here's Chespy with a slime head on, holding some sheep milk on an armor stand, which is what prompted the giant fire, basically. But then, here it is. Here's this one's even smaller, tiny little cob hanging off the tree. That's so good. And then while I'm here, I need to ask if this is okay to show off because I don't think Morg's video's out yet. But Morg's doing a Fallout themed base, and check this out. Check out the shape of the rocket. That's so cool, especially from far away, where you can't tell what the blocks are. That's just so. That's so good. I don't want to show too much of it. I would like you to go check out his video. And then here's another one on this is Buzzy's lighthouse starter house thing, which for something this size and at this scale, I think this is so well proportioned. It's so good. But then where is it? Here. Here's another one. These are so good. There's so much like character in these little poses and stuff. I wonder if he's pointing at another one, or is he just pointing? This is Chespy and Dan's base, I think. But I've also just watched Squid's new video, and I know there's one at her base too. And this is part of Squid's base, and she's got one over here as well. It's another little hanging cob. Need some safety rails on here or something. Anyway, yeah. Let's get back to my village, and let's build the little village square thing, even though it's a circle. And maybe start on some paths as well. And I'll see you when I'm done with that. Okay, I'm so bad at this. Why can't I move? There we go. That was embarrassing. Okay, I've done this little town square sort of thing. So, first off, let's look at the tree. I wanted to try and customize it, the one that was already here, and it just didn't go well. So I've force grown 2 trees next to each other. Well, in the same place, really. So the problem I had with the other one was one side of it just didn't have anything going on, so it looked a bit lopsided. I guess, yeah, like this one here. It's like it's all on this side, right? There's nothing to balance it out on this side. So I tried to remedy that by growing 2 trees next to each other here. Yeah, because I made it so tall, it was too skinny. So I've tried to thicken up the base of it, and then, again, where it meets this big mass at the top, try to widen it up a bit here as well. And then this is something I've tried to do in the past, and I don't know if I've ever committed to it enough that it's ended up on like my solo world or something. Maybe it has, but I've tried to thicken up the trunk of the tree by using spruce trapdoors on here. And close up, it's a bit jarring seeing trapdoors like this, like the dark band on there. Let me just sleep. From far away, let's go over here. Server restart already? Okay. 5 minutes to get this clip made. Okay, I actually can't see the trunk from here, so... Yeah, from over here, it just looks ever so slightly thicker. Can't really see the detail unless you zoom in. So yeah, I'd like some feedback on this if you've made it this far in the video. Does it work? I think it works from far away. It's kind of like the rocket on Morg's starter base thing. The further away you are, the less you see the actual components of it, it looks like the shape works better, I feel like. Anyway, that's the tree. Let's get on here and do some free camp. So I tried to do a pattern in the floor, and I ran through a few. I looked at some inspiration on Google searches, and yeah, everything came out too busy or not busy enough or too blocky or whatever. And yeah, I settled on this. I've kind of tried to make use of the sort of the palette of the stone bits of my buildings. So the stone and turf, well, bad example. Stone and turf. Stone and turf. I threw in some andesite because I wanted a polished stone coloured thing. Yeah. Speaking of too busy, is this too busy? I felt good about it when I was doing it in creative, but now seeing it in context, I'm not sure. I think I really wanted to sneak some quartz in to be like part of the build palette of the village. Maybe that's the thing I'm having trouble with. I don't think that works for me. Yeah, it's the focal point of the village. So this is will be the center. Got this little fountain thing. Oh, the fountain actually is something that I quite like. Not much of a fountain, is it? There's no actual fountain, but it's subtle. But the floor of the fountain is deep slate, and I've tried. It's barely noticeable, but I've tried to do some shading in here. So we've got these light sources in these corners. So the light's shooting out this way and this way. All this is lit up. But then we've got this little bit of shadow here where I put deep slate tiles instead of bricks. And then this is like a dead spot where the light's shining in this way and this way. But maybe it doesn't quite reach here. So I've got deep slate tiles in the corners and this center block on each bit. It's so subtle and I don't think anyone will notice it. But I know it's there, so so it means something to me. I really tried with this pattern thing, and now I'm seeing it in context. I don't know if I like it. I haven't seen it with shaders on, actually. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, dear me. It's the wrong time of day to look at it. I thought, oh, God, seeing it with shaders on, the white is just way too bright. I need to swap that out for something, but I don't know what. Maybe I do like a cyan terracotta or something. But yeah, the next thing I need to do is the paths. And, oh, before I do that, I did say in the last clip, whoops, yeah, that a couple of things have happened in between the last time I played and today. So the other thing, the first one was the little cob statue. Can I see it from here? Oh my god. I can see the cob statue, but I can't see the mini blocks. That's interesting. Anyway, the other thing, if you've been watching anyone else on the server, I'm sure you've seen it in their videos too. Everyone seems to have attained this giant TNT-looking block in the bases. So I haven't looked inside because it's a giant TNT block and someone's put it in my base. So if it was going to blow up, then I might as well have recorded me cracking it open. And fair warning, if this does blow up my base, I'm going to be livid and it'll mean war with whoever's put these around the server. But not to worry, I have been spoiled that Maddie got one as well, and hers didn't explode. So in fact, now if mine does explode, I'm going to be even more upset. And yeah. Anyway, let's crack this thing open and find out what the hell's going on. Oh, some spruce signs though. I use these a lot, so I'll gladly take them. Yeah, if this explodes, my bed should be far enough away, right, that I will still spawn here. Okay. Let's see then. What is this? Please don't explode. Sorry about the bed bombs. Huh? Wait a minute. Is this referring to when my bed blew up and I thought it was a creeper? Oh, this isn't the trap chest. There's no red. Okay. Oh, sorry about the bed bombs. Okay, no, this is the dragon fight, so I didn't include this much in my footage of the dragon fight. Well, there was a bit where I helped Pineapple destroy the remaining stock of beds that were being used to blow up people during the dragon fight. Truth be told, it got a little annoying after a while. Just everyone constantly getting blown up by beds. But it was pretty funny. But yeah, I appreciate the apology and the diamond. And I just made 2 more diamonds, giving Maddie a... oh, it's gone now because the server just reset. But yeah, Maddie needed some gunpowder, so I just gave her a stack. And yeah, I'm running it out, so either I need to do some more favours to get some more gunpowder off him, because he's been my supplier so far, or I need to make my own creeper farm. And yeah, I've been trying to light up all the caves under my base, but every time I go down there to do a little bit of mining or get some more tough blocks or something, I just find more and more of it that needs to be lit up. So yeah, maybe a mob farm here on my base wouldn't be the best idea. In fact, I don't care, because I know Cobb and Morg are teaming up to make the rocket shop for the shopping district, so yeah, never mind. Capitalism to the rescue. I'll just buy my rockets from now on. Okay, I'm gonna put all this junk away now, and then I'll start doing the paths. guys, we're done. I went ahead and also did the first bit of the farm, all the crops and stuff. I kind of cut it off here because, let me do one of these. Yeah, I want to figure out what I'm doing with this river underground stream thing and the retaining wall idea. I want to figure that out before I finish off the farmland here, because I'm going to want to stop it at the water's edge and whatnot, and I don't know where that's going to be, if I need to carve this out more, or where the wall's going to go if I build it, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, for the time being, I'm leaving it as that. But yeah, paths are all done for the most part. Again, I'm leaving this bit until I figure out what I'm doing here. It might just end up being more farmland. I don't know yet if I'm putting the stream through here. That might bisect my farmland. Maybe I put more farmland over this side. But yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I've also swapped out this quartz stuff and I put cyan terracotta in here. I think it looks way better. In fact, let's do the shaders test. That's way better. Did I do anything else? I can't remember. Oh, while waiting for all this wheat to grow so it didn't look all green and messy, when I did my walkthrough, I've gone through and put in some manually placed grass to kind of make this less of a harsh transition between the leaf blocks and the mud, and not mud, well, yeah, the mud, but also the coarse dirt here. Yeah, I've gone all azalea leaves here. I tried mixing it up over here, and honestly I don't think I like this. I tried to do 2 different leaf block types just to try and make it look a little more visually interesting. But I think, unfortunately, because this is still so heavily wooded and will probably stay heavily wooded, these hedges just kind of mix in with the trees. So I think I might even... it's going to be annoying now that there's cows already in here. But I might even go in and swap these out. Or maybe I'll leave it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've gone all azalea here, partly because I've done it here as well. And I figure this is the farm, so the vegetation in this area will be well tended to, in theory. So yeah, I've gone just straight azalea leaf blocks here. Hey guys, editing Drhakonis here. I just realised while editing this clip, I made reference to something that I've talked about a bunch in my solo world, but I've never talked about it on Lotus. So I just said something about azalea leaves and the vegetation being well tended to. And what I'm referring to there is, in my head, azalea leaf blocks are signs of, like, lushness, if that's the right word. And the reason I think that is because no matter what biome you place them in, they maintain their lush green colour. If you put them in a desert biome, maybe there's water nearby or something, or you're in an oasis, or maybe you're in a garden that's well tended to, regardless of the surrounding environment. Anyway, I just wanted to clarify that because I kind of said it without thinking. Anyway, back to the episode. And I added a little bench in here. I'll dress this up a little nicer when, yeah, I'm sure this is what I want to do with the area. But I figured, I need to fill this up. Do I have any... I don't have any dirt on me anymore. Oh, this is my hedges and walls box. And my path stuff box. So I can do this stuff, like, on the fly. These just live in my end chest now. But yeah, I can just do this stuff on the fly when I need to do it. But yeah, I've got this little bench. Figure, nice little chill out spot overlooking the farm. And actually, yeah, now that we've got this sort of stuff going on, and the paths are in, and like the trees don't look so alone now that they're surrounded by stuff. Check this out. This is starting to feel how I want it to feel. This is something I do from time to time in my solo world, is when I finish a little build thing, a little project or like a street or something in my town, I like to walk through it. In fact, let's actually walk through it. What am I doing? This is the sort of feeling I want from the trees around here. I've just watched, this is just showing up in my YouTube recommended in the past couple of days. It's Cubfan and Azumovoid going through Scar's world tour of Scarland from like 5 years ago. A lot of that world tour, they're walking around the place and there's just like really dense, tall trees everywhere. It like crowds you into the experience of what you're walking through in a way. And like the space that you're walking through is kind of more filled by the things around you because you're not distracted. There's not so much open space and stuff. I don't know how much of that I'll be able to achieve here. Maybe when I get more buildings in and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing in the middle here yet. Yeah, I like that sort of claustrophobia effect. But anyway, yeah, we've got this. In fact, let's even double down on the feel of this place. And like, yeah, we've got views now in the in the village. Yeah, this is starting to come together. We've still got so many more builds to do and so much more space to fill up, but yeah, it's starting to work. And while I'm here, my melon crafter, auto crafter thing had, yeah, I think in the last clip, oops, I needed to increase the pickup from the minecart because it was just full and not picking anything up from the top. So come on, I've added 5 more rows of these 3 hoppers here. But then I had the problem of the autocrafter overflowing. So what was happening was, I think it was because I had so much coming through because it was all backed up and it was all just coming through too quickly. It would get to here, lock up, and then anything else that came through, it wouldn't spit out a fully crafted melon. So this just ended up being like 64 in each slot and just nothing being produced. So that's why my melon production isn't that high versus the pumpkins, which are now, yeah, come on, yeah, way more pumpkins. Oh, I've added this as well. This is just a little bone meal maker. If I ever harvest all the fields out there, any surplus seeds I can just dunk into here and turn into bone meal. But yeah, thanks to Sim for going through some of my screenshots and stuff and troubleshooting this for me. Now it's all working, and yeah, it's been working for a few hours since Sim helped me fix it, so it's definitely working now. Yeah, I really think the wall is going to have to come into play soon, and it looks like it'll start around here, so that this isn't just like dirt flanking the steps up to here, which is actually probably further out than I expected. I think I expected it to be coming up to like here, maybe. But that's why I haven't carried on the coarse dirt like flanking the path down, because I wasn't sure, and I'm still not sure where the wall's going to go. Anyway, let's go sleep. So yeah, that's it for this one, I think. I did say last episode I was hoping to get a single player series video out this week, but I was unexpectedly busy during the week. So I think that's going to be next week, providing I'm not unexpectedly busy again. But yeah, this video ended up being quite a lot of work. Yeah, this took a little longer than I expected. And we had a couple of surprises along the way as well, which was fun. A couple of gifts and things. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do in the next video. I've got stuff clearly marked out over here that I could get on with. Or I could continue working out how the farm's going to go over here and do some more terraforming. Oh, here's the thing as well. Chet made it through, made it back through the portal, so he's tied up here for now before I figure out a way to put him back in the nether and keep him safe in there. Oh, server restart in 5 minutes. So let's get this episode finished. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you wouldn't mind helping me out, maybe you could hit like on the video. And if you want to follow me on my journey here on the server, maybe you could hit subscribe as well. And also check the description for all the other members on the server. There's links to everyone's channels and stuff. And I've name dropped a few people this episode, so maybe go check them out specifically. And say hello from me. But yeah, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.